Hello, wonderful Aries. Welcome to Team. This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel. Or if it's your first time here, welcome. This video is going to be a monthly tarot scope for Aries for 18. And I'm going to start off by shuffling a little bit while I talk about the new moon and the full moon, both of which are eclipses. So we've got a partial solar eclipse. It's also the new moon on January 5th, and that is conjunct the fixed star Vega. So it's got this optimistic, generous, creative, poetic influence to it. It's 18 degrees, 5 minutes Capricorn. And then we also have on January 20th, the night of the 20th into the 21st, we have a full blood wolf moon, which is also a total lunar eclipse at 0 degrees, 1 minutes Leo. So total lunar eclipse is a wonderful time to release anything that is no longer serving you, to, basically let go of anything that has completed. Its full moons illuminate things. So they're a time when things can be brought to our attention. And with a lunar eclipse, it can sometimes bring up things that, in our emotional worlds, because the moon is relative and related to our emotional lives, it can bring up things that are emotionally related that we don't normally see. So it's a wonderful time to release anything, any old baggage from teen that you might be carrying over. That full moon on January 20th is a great time to release that. And one great thing for Aries especially is that right at New Year's, the Mars, the planet that Aries rules, enters Aries on New Year's Eve, right at 9 p.m. So, depending upon where you're at. But with Mars going into its own sign, that is a great sign for Aries. Mars has been in Pisces for the past little while, and Mars is in detriment in Pisces. And so with Mars entering its home sign of Aries, it's meaning that things are going to be full steam ahead. Things are like, you're going to be breaking through barriers. That's a theme for Aries. So it's a great aspect, or it's a great placement of Mars for the first quarter of February up until the end of March. Mars will be in Aries. So let's just see what's coming up for you, Aries, here in the cards. Your first one is the Page of Cups. So that means that there is an offer of love somewhere out there. There is an offer of love that either you are offering to someone else or someone else is offering to you. This may be just communicating about love matters. I'm seeing on stream here, by the way, that I'm not sure if it's broadcasting. If people want to comment in the comments, can you see if I'm holding this up? Are you seeing that Page of Cups card, or is it just scrolling for you? I'm trying this new live thing, but I'm not sure if it's actually showing or not. So anyone who's watching, if you want to just type in the comments, can you see this card, or is it just scrolling? Are you getting at least audio? Let me just see what this is doing. If you want to just, yeah, looks like you're getting video. So yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep going. So Page of Cups basically says that you are either offering some sort of love, or love is being offered to you, and it's a great time to be communicating about what's on your heart, Aries. Right with Mars going in your sign at the beginning of 19, it's gonna feel like we're back into forward motion again. Last year had a lot of retrograde motion, and this year it's going to be a lot about forward direct motion, which is something that Aries loves. And we've got Ten of Coins, another great card for you, Aries. Ten of Coins has to do with financial stability. It has to do with partnership, commitment, feeling stable and secure. It's the most amount of coins on a card, so it's total abundance. Sometimes this card can be a windfall of money that comes your way, money that comes out of the blue, or like a raise. And it could be something that when you express your desires of what is on your heart, Aries, that's that Page of Cups energy, you get rewarded in quite a significant way. So if you express one of your needs or desires, that's emotional energy, you could be rewarded by the universe in a very significant, unexpected way. So I encourage you at the beginning of February to say what it is that's on your heart, Aries. There's good stuff that's following it, and it looks like really stable and secure. I mean, this could, for some of you, I'm seeing, for those of you who are thinking about proposing to someone, whether male or female, I'm really seeing this as, down on one knee proposing, and here's the marriage, here's the stable commitment. So really great energy for some of you to be proposing on New Year's Eve or sometime in January, or being proposed to. Then we have justice in reverse. So there may be something that feels a little unbalanced, or you're having a difficult time making a decision on something, coming to a verdict on something. It could be that you're just trying to decide what's fair, decide what's balanced. So whenever justice shows up in the reverse, there may be some sort of delay, hesitancy, or fear in terms of what's fair, what is true, what feels just. So let's see what else is coming out for you, Aries. The Empress. This is a great card of growth. It's a card of abundance. I'm seeing a lot of prosperity here for you between of coins and the Empress card. This applies whether you're male or female. This is all about sitting back and letting the world display its riches to you, letting the world roll at your feet. And just, it's sort of like when everything you touch grows. Empress is usually depicted as a fertile, pregnant mother. So it could be that you are putting creative projects forth in the world. It could be that you are releasing something, like if you had written a song or published a book. Empress is abundant, very prosperous energy. So I'm seeing with coins and with Empress, a lot of prosperity for you at the beginning of Aries. And it makes sense with Mars in your sign. You're wanting to go forward, take action. It's sort of like you're being supported by all the best energy. Here's 6 of coins. So this is really addressing that justice card. This means fairness. This means reciprocity. When the effort that you put in is the same as what you get back. This usually means getting compensated fairly at your work. I'm seeing these 2 cards are really about balancing the scales. Looking at what's fair. Are you getting out of a situation what you're putting into it? Are those scales balanced, Aries? Because it's a really good time. If justice is appearing in reverse, that's saying that the scales are out of balance. The middle of February will be a good time to correct the balance, to correct the scales, to say, here I'm putting in 3 coins. I'd like to get 3 coins in exchange. So 6 of coins really has to do with mutuality, reciprocity, value, getting paid what you're worth, getting compensated in a fair, equitable way. That may not be happening here at the beginning of February, but I see a lot of prosperity surrounding you. So it's just a matter of making sure that you're sort of getting your piece of the pie, Aries. Looks like there's lots to be received. So put yourself in a receiving position. And then I see the Tower coming out. So this is sudden and dramatic change, especially with Mars and Aries. Aries has to do with breaking through boundaries. And Tower is a shake-up moment, a sudden change that comes out of nowhere. So this destroys old structures that no longer serve us, things that feel like restrictions, and it breaks down the old patterns, the old structures, so that new life can happen. So what I'm seeing in the middle of the month is that there's some sort of old structure, old restrictive energy that you are going to be breaking out of, Aries, and it might come in a very unexpected way. Tower is usually something that we don't see coming. So that might be a relief, though. That might be something that I'm seeing it as like, if you're in the Tower and this lightning bolt comes, it releases you from the Tower. So the Tower moment can be very welcome energy. Queen of Cups, some of you be dealing with a water sign. So this could be either Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. You might have a water sign person that you call upon for help at the middle of the month, or that you get some sort of mentoring or advice. She's usually the counselor who's very intuitive and very, very mystical, very emotional. She cares about the lives of others. She cares about other people's feelings. She's usually very compassionate and loving. So this could be like a mother, it could be a sister, it could be a friend, someone who is emotionally based and will give you good advice regarding, if you do experience some sort of shakeup that turns your world upside down, makes you feel released. It can also be a little bit challenging to adjust to new realities, and she can be someone that you can rely on for help. So look for a water sign person who has some expertise, who can help you with looking at recovering from any disruption from this tower moment. But I see this more as liberating for you, Aries, than anything else. Yeah, Nine of Cups. This is all about pleasure, satisfaction, having your wishes come true. I usually see it as someone who has a wine cellar full of wine and they're hosting parties. It's basically wish fulfillment when this card shows up, indulging in pleasure. So there is a way in which you're feeling very fulfilled here with Empress and with Nine of Cups. Both of these cards speak to satisfaction. So if there's been anything that you've been wanting to say, this is what I desire, this is what I want, I think that by communicating that, Aries, here and there, I see a lot of satisfaction for you in both in terms of prosperity and abundance and an emotional fulfillment. Then we have Strength in reverse. This could potentially be a Leo that you are having challenges with or that you're not seeing eye to eye with. But in some ways too, Aries, this could be you not feeling the full capacity of your own strength. Usually strength is depicted by someone who is having patience and fortitude, and she's opening that lion's mouth through gentleness. She's not forcing it open. So strength really speaks to hanging in there, like having patience, relying on your inner core knowing and strength, not forcing anything, but just having resilience. So is there a way at the end of the month, especially with this full moon in Leo, is there a way that is challenging your confidence in any way, Aries? There may be something that you need to release with this full moon in Leo, is what I'm getting from this card. There might be something that you're having a hard time releasing, or that there might be some fear, doubt, or resistance about letting go of this thing. You may have been hanging in there for a while, Aries, and it may be time to let go, because what is looking like strength to you in terms of fortitude and hanging in there is really can be strength in reverse, can be cowardice, and that you're not letting go of something because of fear. So that's just one possibility. But it might be worth reviewing what you need to let go of right around this full blood wolf moon in Leo. I'm really seeing that as speaking to this card. Is there any old emotional tie that you need to let go of around that time, Leo? Aries. Because new love wants to come in. It's really a matter of clearing things out around that full moon so that this new cup of love, this Ace of Cups, new beginning can come in. It's almost like clearing out a room so that you can receive a new guest. It's clearing out anything that has old debris, old residue, anything from that past year where we had all those retrogrades. It's kind of like cleaning things and ordering things so that this new love, this new passion, this new creativity, new beginning, aces are always new beginnings, can come in and has room to flourish. It has room to, you can see the water there is fertilizing the earth so that new growth can happen. So clear that, whatever you need to clear out around that full moon in Leo, Aries, it's time to let go of that to make room for this new Ace of Cups. Again, more abundance, more wish fulfillment, more prosperity. And then you're going to have choices. This is Two of Coins. This is saying, do I want to go left or do I want to go right? Do I want to invest in this thing or do I want to invest in that thing? It's really about having choices, being adaptable and flexible. And usually when this card appears, it makes me think of someone who has a great sense of humor. Usually that ship in the background is going up and down as the seas go up and down. So it's sort of like saying, be flexible. It's a sign and a signal to you to be flexible, be adaptable, see the choices before you. You may not be just offered one coin. You may have choices and get to choose between two different coins. Sometimes it can be energy that is saying, like, I don't know which one to choose. And I'm seeing it in the same line here as this Justice card that is in reverse, like trying to balance the scales, trying to decide what's right and for you and what's not. excuse me, you're going to get more clarity on that, Aries, in the middle of the month when you get to the Six of Coins card. And that's going to help you make decisions in the end of the month, after this new love comes in, after you've released something that's no longer serving you. This Two of Coins energy is about making that decision. So you're going to be receiving information over the course of the month to make that decision and choose that particular thing. But it's really about seeing the options before you. And then look at this. You make this choice. This is the Ace of Coins. Just like the Ace of Cups, you've got two aces at the end of Aries. So this is a brand new beginning in both love here and in money or finance, physicality. This could be like a new lifestyle, a new house, a new car, anything in the physical realm. Sometimes it's just new opportunity, new job offer. So love and money are both coming in, new beginnings in both of those. But it looks like you're going to need to make a choice. So you have two job offers, for example, or you have two different places that you're thinking about living. You've really cultivated looking at things in terms of what's working for you over the course of this month. And there may be a certain way in which this shakeup really provides insight towards that, Aries. So I'm really loving Mars being in Aries for you. It's going to be a month of abundance, of wish fulfillment, of prosperity, and you're just really having to weigh things out this month. It's sort of like opposite energy to Aries. Aries wants to go forward, and Libra says, no, let's balance things out. So you're going to be doing a little bit of both. You've got a lot of sort of fire with Mars and Aries behind you, and then it's asking you to find, like, where's the middle path? Because you've got some new beginnings that you're going to be needing to make a choice about here towards the end of the month, Aries. So that's a reading for you for February, Aries. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Aries. And if you'd like to ever book a personal reading with me, you can do that. I'll have a link in this top right corner right about here. And as always, I just want to thank everyone so much for watching. Yours in the stars.